Zdravím všechny, co jsem na kanál, tady ze Stres a vítejte u dalšího pokračování našich dobrodružství Genshinu. Vítáme se tady s Zhonglim, i když je jeden z nejupovídanějších charakterů, se kterým jsem měl tu čest. Nebo tu smůlu při intro. Si? Má hodně věcí co říct, pořád dokola a všechny jsou dlouhý a mluvný. Takže tady nemáme nahidu prozatím, to je takový zlatíčko, tam má snad jednu jedinou velkou větu a jak je v pohodě. Takže vítám vás dneska u dalšího dílu, hlásím se pro tento díl z Liyue, kde se bude pochopitelně, jak to dělávám, odehrávat side story quest, který jsem pro dnešek vybral. A bude to side story quest, ano. Žádný event, žádný mini questy, prostě.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Šož, teď jsem tě zrovna pochválil. To nepřežeň. Takže dneska budeme dělat prostě charakter related stuff. A charakter pro dnešek, se kterým budeme trávit čas, je postava, se kterou jsme moc neměli tu čest, jenom jednou, co si pamatuju, při interludovým questu. A ta postava, se kterou strávíme čas, je Hangout. A je to Jin. A song that knows grace. Tada! Hangout event Jin, song that knows grace. 5 endingu. Well, let's do it. Jin. Hangout event 1. Countryside wandering. Go to Liyue Adventurers Guild. Whoops. Tak. Ještě jedna věc napadla. Grupa pro dnešek. Samozřejmě defaultně mám svoji útočnou grupu. Většinou vycházím z Luminy. A uvidíme, jak bude nutné něco měnit. Lumina je dobrá na takový lehký až střední fighty, kde ty střední zvládá dobře, akorát na ty těžší už se nehodí, protože za prvý žádný healer tam není, za druhý žádný shielder tam není, takže obě dvě ty věci chybějící najednou jsou prostě mínus. Prostě je to damage a postavy, který se mi líbí a který nepoužívám. Takže já taky mám s sebou ptáčka, protože jsem dlouho tu kavku nevytáhnul.
Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any adventurers available at this instant.
Was someone calling my name?
Your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yuning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yunjin is always talking about you. Please, you've gotta help us find her.
Yunjin is missing?
Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was a short note.
To whomsoever find this letter. After some discussion about the Divine Maiden play with my friends, I find that there is still so much to learn indeed. I have gone to Lingzhu Pass in hopes of gaining some inspiration. I will return within the day, so do not worry. Wow. I will return within one day, don't worry. A co se stalo? Pár hodin, all the worry.
If our
Really?
audience doesn't get to see Yoon on stage, they'll start tearing the place down. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh?
She literally said she would come back.
That's what I said too, but
Look, when you're a megastar like Yoon, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety. Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience?
I mean, if it comes to it, she does have a vision.
Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
Wow, yeah, sure.
as you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
Okay. For you, Yunjin, and your wonderful plays.
Oh, wonderful. Ugh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound. I'm counting on you.
To bring my top talent back, because he's my baby. Lingzhu Pass je tady, ona je at near Lingzhu Pass, tak nečekaně. Prostě, jako, wow, really. A pták letí tady v té výšce. OK. Všichni tam spí kolem ní v útočných spacích pozicích. Těhleti vypadají, že spí, zatímco tenhle je pořád aktivní, ten nespí. Takže to mám chápat, že oni jako spí trvalým spánkem a tady ten jakože about to be. He's about to be snagged by an attack. No. Uvidíme, jak se to odehraje. Tady ten týpek podle mě fakt spí, ten ani není mrtvej. To je prostě normální hillger, který prostě spí na zemi. Sorry, jsem to běhnu. Chtěl jsem ji netvořili. Tak. Let's see. Monster attack! I guess I'm gonna fight this time. Jo, tenhle týpek je větší. A no tak. Na mě vážně musíte hodit toho největšího kripla, vole, když nemám útočnou grupu. Kdyby prostě věděli, že si ho nevezmu, ty vole. No. Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Oh, it's you. I do apologize. I didn't see you there.
Seriously?
What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting with you later. I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places.
Your manager sent me.
Ah, I see. So Yunning sent you. I did tell her not to worry. But on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking about.
What state of mind?
Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster? that in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe. That it was simply a matter of life and death, and she chose self-preservation. Granted, she later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself for others. But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity, and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance. If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely it will take my acting skills to the next level. That's why I came here. My plan was to take it slowly, start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. But once I started, I just got completely drawn in. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here.
Je tohle první rozbočka? Ne, nenechám tě, půjdeme někam do města a tam se něco stane, anebo zůstaneme tady venku, zkusím to s tebou ještě jednou. You know what? Jakožto Lumina, jsem tvoje kamarádka a you sound passionate about this, takže you know what? Já ti věřím. I'll join in too. Budu dělat ochranku, kdyby něco. A jdeme do toho.
Defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed to experience genuine danger if you're here with me? I suppose I had better return to Liyue for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yunning.
True.
I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
Tyhle čerlové pořád spí. Zpátky do města. Tak, ruku si změním, ale ne na tu klasickou útočnou nudnou, ale tady na Monaficial Duo.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Please have faith in her. Ah, they've returned.
Yunning, we're back.
Yunjin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show? You have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes. For the opera troupe and for your audience. We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What would I say to our audience?
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best performance we can. Don't you agree? While I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
You know, Ugh, I don't know what to say anymore. Traveler, please.
So, what's your honest opinion?
Oh, who do I side here, huh? Well, obviously I'm gonna side with my bestie.
I'm glad you agree. Right, then let's get preparing.
Hey, Traveler!
Nope. Not listening.
Just managed to bring Yunjin back. Now you're taking her straight back out again? The next show is just days away. Please, if not for me, then for the sake of the opera troupe, I'm begging you, help me convince her that at the end of the day, she's gotta fall in line.
No, it sounds like way too hard. Why would I do that?
Well, okay, maybe that's asking the impossible. But please, just keep her occupied until the next show. No more thrill-seeking.
What are you two talking about? If it doesn't involve me, I think I'm going to...
You know what? It does involve you, actually. Come on, help me stall her.
Oh? Well, what do you need from me?
Why? That's way too out of nowhere. Could you help me become a real actress?
You want to become an actor?
You do? Oh, yes, of course she does. She was just telling me that she's interested in exploring her dramatic side and, would like you to give her some coaching. Right, good. Well, let's not beat around the bush.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm really ready to take on students yet.
Oh, please, this is the day you've dreamed of, isn't it? You certainly talk about it enough. And look, now she's here, ready and willing.
Okay, I get it. You can stop now. I am
Thank you.
delighted that you wish to study the performing arts from me. But the issue is, before you could become my apprentice, I'd have to get approval from the founders that do an initiation ceremony. There just isn't time for all that right now.
My se nedostaneme k lumenině actingu, tak snad to bude lepší než její lukostřelba.
So, for now, I'll just teach you a few basics. Informally, one friend to another, there's no need to call me master.
What about teacher?
What? Don't you think that's a bit old-fashioned? Let's work until we settle on an appropriate title. Just call me by my name. Let's meet tomorrow morning on the bridge by the sea at Feiyun Slope. I'll do my best to prepare a good first lesson for you.
Whew, what a relief.
A nechápu, jak já můžu slyšet obě, ale Yuning nemůže slyšet, jak Yunjin nemůže slyšet Yuning, ale Yuning může slyšet Yunjin. Jako, co to je jako za fourth wall dimensional shit. Já jsem zapomněl, kam říkala. Feiyun Slope nebo tady Použité Slope. Ne, je to pryč z mý hlavy. Šest ráno. Damn. Well, any minute now. There we go. Je to vlivé harbor, jak jsem si myslel.
Good. You're right on time.
Yep.
Punctuality is an essential quality if you want to make it big in the acting world. Without it, you won't be able to keep on top of all the work you need to do each day.
So where should we start?
Well, first I'd like you to answer me one question. How many pigeons flew from the bridge when you were passing through?
What? 7?
Huh? Yes, that's right. I'm amazed. Are you this good at everything?
It's the lucky number! Stejně jako jsem na poprvé guessnul ty bonbony v tom Sumeru Archon Questu, kde bylo 5 nádob a já jsem vybral na první pokus tu správnou.
Anyway, the point of this question was to test your powers of observation. Eyes are the medium for the transfer of emotion. You must train your eyes to be bright, active, and strong. Watching the birds fly, hover around, and come into land will not only exercise your eyesight, but also cultivate attentiveness. Indeed, my own daily training routine starts right here. I watch the pigeons to train my eyes, and I sing to the tide to train my voice.
So, next I need to train my voice?
All in good time.
Nope.
Grasping all the techniques involved in opera singing and posture is not an overnight process. Let's start from the very beginning, with some general theories to help you better understand the concept of performance.
Theories? An opera theory.
Of course. I am in written correspondence with performers from many nations in Teyvat, which has rather broadened my perspective on this topic. For example, let's start with something simple. How would you perform yourself? Try to relive the events of that day when you were battling against an ancient god and fighting off the Fatui. What can you see? What did you feel? Now, I want you to look out at the ocean in front of you and recall the raging waves and the atmosphere of peril from that day.
Pravděpodobně velký stres.
Take a deep breath. Now, gradually, embrace the scene, immerse yourself in it, and let all the emotions back in.
The evil god related věc, Fatui related věc a the camaraderie of fighting against trusted companions. Ty dvě jsou relativně negativní a byl to negativní den, ale já jsem glass half full kind of guy, so the camaraderie and the friendship I've made with everyone else.
Good, good. So that's how you felt. Next, I'd like you to focus on the goal you wanted to achieve at that time.
To protect Liyue and my friends.
Good, yes. Use that.
Aspoň budu dělat jakože něco, co se k sobě váže, a ne nějaký totálně random věci.
Okay, good. Now, all of this overwhelming emotion is welling up inside of you, and I want you to let it all out. All at once. Go.
Oh. Ha 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 ha. Wait, what? Ha ha ha. What, to jsem jako, to jako jsem All Might? Jako ha ha ha. Já totálně nevím, what is this. Víc jako sing-songy zní falala, ale jako se prostě smát jako dramatický smí, jako dramatický ha. Jako fakt nevím. Já bych dle kontextu, že trénuju drama, tak já jsem na straně falala. Falala.
Stop.
Yep.
Wrong. This is all wrong. There's no emotion, no soul. Granted, the character you are trying to portray is your own self, but your performance didn't do the scene justice at all. I couldn't hear you fighting for your life while gargantuan waves were crashing all around you. What I heard was the sound of someone doing vocal exercises by the beach on a calm day.
If I may, we are by the beach and it's a beautiful day.
Here's the thing. When you're acting, it's not only about getting into character, you also have to recreate the scene in your mind as vividly as you can. Now, I appreciate that you did actually experience this particular scene for yourself, but maybe conjuring up specific details of your surroundings at the time is a little too advanced for novices.
Well, it was a life and death situation.
You're right. If we were looking for an environment to help evoke the emotions you felt at the time, I suppose we could try again. A little farther afield, at Guyun Stone Forest.
No need to go all the way out there.
Oh? Too far away? Don't worry, I was just thinking aloud. Besides, even at Guyun Stone Forest, we'd still have trouble recreating the state of the sea that day. Let's try something else. Come with me to the suburbs just north of Liyue Harbor.
Sounds closer to the struggles in Guyun Stone Forest, at least.
If you've got no objections, let's head...
Okay, nečekal jsem, že budu babysitovat Yunjin a hlídat ji na provázku. Okay, dorazil
What
jsem.
you fought on the Jade Chamber was a very strange set of circumstances, even for someone like you. It's quite normal that you can't get into character just like that. I know it's hard to recreate every facet of the experience in your mind, but what you could try is to replace the foes you faced in that scenario with ones you are much more familiar with.
What do you mean replace?
I'll give you an example. Let's say you're performing a scene where your character experiences the grief and pain of a death. But you yourself have never experienced this kind of tragic loss before. Well, you can replace death with another, more familiar scenario that evokes a similar sense of grief and pain for you. Such as... you bust a gut trying to find a treasure chest. Only to
What?
finally reach it and find it filled with carrots and radishes.
Oh, the pain of it all.
Ah, now you're catching on. Action scenes work the same way. Perhaps the experience of facing an ancient god is a challenge to recreate. But if you're replaying the kind of actions you perform every day, you just need to let go, and your subconscious will guide you through. Come, show me how you normally fight. You can start with monsters nearby.
Cool. All these sleemos.
They're coming. Just do what you normally do in this situation.
Sundám tento štít zase, ne?
Delve into destiny.
Jo, jasně.
Phantasmagoria.
Let me scribe, written in the stars.
Done.
Oh, that was wonderful. Such deft and fluid movements. Just like a real adventurer.
I am a real adventurer.
Let's perform the scene again now, while the battle is still fresh in your mind. Look at those red-clad scarecrows. But I want you to see them instead as those Fatui who brandish the sacrificial knife. Now, let us reenact the battle on the Jade Chamber. It's okay if you can't recall the events clearly. You can just replace them with the movements you are most familiar with. And... attack! The three Adepti are manning the glacial ballistas. Do not let the Fatui disturb their...
Just move it sideways. Někdo s mečem. Break the red scarecrows?
Crush!
How did it go?
I can't fault your movements in terms of technique, but Fatui are larger than most monsters. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you were aiming a little too low. And you also didn't strike with enough force. Overall, it was just lacking that sense of being in the heat of the battle. Veteran practitioners of this acting method are able to adjust and embellish their real-life experience enough so that it makes an adequate substitute for the scene they are trying to portray. But adjusting deep-rooted habits to adapt them for the stage, That's no easy task.
Yeah, it doesn't sound easy.
Still, this was only your first time trying this method, and all things considered, I think you've done quite well. But judging from your movements, I think this next method might suit you a little better.
What is it? What are you talking about?
Choreograph every aspect of your onstage performance in advance. Every movement, every facial expression, even your emotions, and rehearse it thoroughly. You can reference existing characters from opera or imitate similar people from your own life. In short, you want to pin down every detail of the character you want to portray in your mind, and then work through them methodically and find ways to bring them out.
I don't understand.
Well, in your case, what you need to do is imitate your past self. Think of yourself not as you, but as somebody outside this world controlling your every move.
Vůbec to není fourth wall? That's even harder to understand.
It's complicated to explain, but once you give it a try, I think you'll get the hang of it. Okay, how about we start by setting a simple scenario? The Fatui in red want to attack the Guizhong ballista, and the heavyweight guards in blue want to try and stop you. What you want to do is evade all the blues and go straight for the reds. Yes, I think that sums up. There's an open area to the north. I'll set up a stage when you've finished rehearsing everything in your mind. Come in.
Teleport me. Avoid the blues, go for the reds, to the north. A to bylo pohledně toho, kde tohleto je.
Well, have you finished rehearsing?
I'm ready, I think.
No need to rush. Take your time. I shall guide you with my voice.
Trošku jsem jednoho škrábnul. Můžeš přestat.
Now that was a little better. You managed to bring out more of that fearless hero quality that time. My hard work coaching you has finally paid off. This method might not sound as sophisticated and exciting as the first two, but it's the most popular choice for teaching beginners. Rigorous rehearsal and vocal training is at the core of this school of thought. It even works on those whose performance lacks emotional depth at first. As long as you practice diligently, with time, you will achieve mastery one way or another. Either your finely honed skills become a good substitute for innate talent, or the process of honing your skills cultivates genuine talent within you. People say that when you truly master the art of singing, even the birds and beasts will be drawn to your song.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I know. I guess I still have a long road ahead of me when it comes to developing as a performer.
Why didn't you start with the beginner's method first?
Well, because even if I had, you wouldn't have put your heart into it. It's been written on your face this whole time. Just try and keep her occupied until the next show.
Was it that obvious?
Don't forget that acting is my bread and butter. Did you really think I wouldn't be able to see through it? Still, this is a rare opportunity, and I hope you have at least learned something from it about the beauty of the performing arts. The operatic tradition carries countless historical memories within it. As long as the art is kept alive, the voices and faces of bygone heroes can be recreated on the stage for generation after generation. I hope that your voice and your face will make their mark on Liyue opera too.
Make a mark on Liyue opera?
Yes. As well as coaching you today, I have also been closely observing every move you make. Do you remember the basics of the final method?
To jsou definitivně dvě věci z těch předchozích. Jedna věc je z té předchozí metody, ale já jsem neposlouchal. Ne dostatečně. Can I consult my notes, please? Poslední bylo o opakování movementu a imitaci něčeho, co už existuje. Takže to by dávalo smysl.
Don't you think there's a striking similarity between you, who stood up for Liyue and fought off a god of old, and the divine damsel in the play? With you as a reference in mind, I'm sure I can finally make a breakthrough in creating my own adaptation of this character.
Studying me can help you achieve a breakthrough? Then why was your first method to go and put yourself in danger?
Because as far as I'm concerned, the immersion method, drawing on life experiences, and imitating others are all valuable acting methods. Even if my every movement is rehearsed to perfection, I can't move the audience without conveying emotion. And even if I fully master the character's emotions, a little choreography will help make the performance more polished and appealing. Whatever the method is, as long as it offers something that can improve my performance, I will always give it a try. Thank you for trying them out as well. It means a lot to me. And congratulations on making it to the end of your first acting class.
So, when's the graduation?
Graduation ceremony? I'm afraid that's still a long way in the future. For now, I hope to incorporate part of you into my performance of the Divine Damsel. But one day, I hope to write an opera all about you. When that day comes, I hope you will be able to join me on stage and give me some constructive criticism. It'll take a lot of hard work to reach the point where you're ready to go on stage. But I'll be here to keep you on track every step of the way.
You're a demanding coach.
Here we go again. So old-fashioned. Then again, I
A
suppose
great
I will
teacher.
have to give you a lot of instruction along the way. And if I won't let you call me master, teacher, or coach, I've got to think of something you can call me. I've got it.
Sensei.
You can call me mentor. What do you think?
Mentor. Yay! Lumina rehearsing art. The cast contemplates the play's meaning. Train a little harder today, that someday you might perform on the same stage.
Liyue opera is really something, but Liyue opera performed by Miss Yun, now that's something else. Thrilling performance. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Your reputation is well deserved.
Well, I've had the
Oh,
pleasure
well
of seeing
then.
the talented Miss Yun on stage many a time in the past, but the songs still sound fresh and new every single time. It's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform, but once again, Yun Jin, you've progressed by leaps and bounds.
Oh, you're far too kind, both of you. I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive to develop myself as a performer every day. And I wouldn't be where I am now without everyone's faithful support.
Nonsense, you're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity. Who in Liyue hasn't heard the name Yun Jin?
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yun Jin on stage is at risk of getting laughed out of business. As it happens, I have a business meeting at the Xinyu kiosk with a client who is also a big fan of yours. So, I was wondering if you'd perhaps like to join us for the meal.
Na tohle je těžký říct ne, jelikož je to fanoušek a když řeknete straight up ne, tak uděláte víc škody než užitku. Takže takhle, jestli řekne ne, tak si ji hodně scením, ale jestli řekne, že jo, tak nebudu mít nic proti, protože Like, what are you gonna do?
Oh, me too. I booked a table at the Liyue Pavilion and was hoping you might join me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to both of you, but I won't be able to make it. I'm very grateful for the invitations, but I'm afraid I already have arrangements for this evening. Isn't that right, traveler?
Ah, Yep, here I am.
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this up? I mean, you could always reschedule. Wait a second, you're...
Am I really so famous in Liyue? The God Killer, personally?
Well, I guess it's not going to work out today, then. Maybe another day, Miss Yoon.
Huh. They took off pretty quick. Do they know something I don't? I guess I'll be leaving too. Wouldn't want to cramp your style.
Take care, both of you. Sorry that I can't see you off.
They leave very quickly.
Whew. Thanks for coming to my rescue. Again. Look at you. You're a national treasure. Even Gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Shinue Kiosk and Liyue Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste.
Well, why don't we go to insert spot over here? Ten Futui týpek je sketchy. A Futui budou vždycky sketchy. A jsem si jistý, že oba dva jsou ending stejně, takže to jenom oddálím, ale já si čeknu, kdo je kdo. Jenom rychle. Tak jsem zpátky a jsem si osvěžil paměť. Takže Jinwei Kios je Gentry Maukai, který tam má business meeting s týpkem, který je náhodou velký fanoušek. A Liyue Pavilion je Futui týpek, který si náhodou prostě booknul table. Prostě 1v1. Protože to vůbec není sketch. So let's go to Jinwei Kiosk first. Týpek z Liyue, který z ní má respekt a ze mě taky má respekt. Takže určitě nic neskusí, maximálně jenom fanouškovský orgazmy příliš, pokud to tam dojde. Ale budu doufat, že se ten týpek, co tam má s ním business meeting, bude chovat normálně. Doufám.
I don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late, but it's fine. I have a better place we can go.
Takže ta volba nezáleží?
Let's head downstairs. I owe you a big thank you tonight.
I owe you a big thank you tonight. If you know what I mean. Bao maybe included.
Miss Yoon? Oh wow, it's really you! I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what you're doing.
Are you a journalist? If you'd like to arrange an interview, you'll have to liaise with my manager.
Sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and still learning the ropes.
Miss Yoon, I'm interested to know why you added a silk dance to the scene where the divine damsel makes her appearance.
You noticed that?
Yes, based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the Adeptus Walk. But the addition of the silk dance meant that the whole way you carried yourself was so much more...
Animated.
Yes, yes! But delicate and graceful, like a crane.
Oh.
Well, that is our spirit animal.
What location are you from? How come I haven't met you before?
Oh, well...
Je prostě fanoušek.
Yeah, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. This young lady is Shuryun, one of my journalists. We were based in Fontaine. Just recently we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh, I see. You're from the Steambird. Then it's no wonder. Your journalist has clearly done her research.
That's very kind of you, but really, my level of knowledge is very basic compared to yours.
Hey! Miss Yoon is throwing you a bone here. Make the most of it, okay? Talk to her.
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be. and I'd really need to clear this interview with my manager.
Jo, tady je ten choice. Talk to them and let's play it safe. Kdybych to byl já, totally let's play it safe. Já nechci mluvit s lidma, pokud se tomu můžu vyhnout. Já bych nejradši byl kámen.
Yes, you're right.
Let's play it safe and book the interview.
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid the troupe is pretty strict about the rules for this kind of thing, so we'll have to do this one by the book. Please liaise with my manager, and we can do this interview another day. The Steambird is a highly reputable publication, so I'm sure my manager won't give you a hard time. Once the interview is arranged, I'll be very happy to answer any and all questions you have.
But... fair enough. Sorry if we're being intrusive. Please forgive us. We'll leave you in peace. Hey, come on, quit dawdling.
Yes, I'm coming. Bye.
Hey, wait! That's the wrong way if you wanted to talk to my manager.
They're gone.
Oh well, never mind. I have a friend who
oh
works
well.
for a paper. I'll ask them later. For now, though, the top priority is making good on our plan. Now that I think about it, I've turned down 3 social engagements tonight.
Damn.
Come with me.
To by mě
Our
udělalo
plan is the
pyšný, jo.
only one remaining, so let's make the most of it.
Trošku smutný, ale já bych... Pokud by to byly social encountery s random týpkama a ne s rodinnýma příslušníkama nebo blízkýma kamarádama, pokud by to bylo prostě nějaký random eventy, o kterých jsem se prostě dozvěděl a řekl jsem 3 takovým eventům ne, tak bych byl rozhodně na sebe pyšnej, protože I don't want to. Jsem silný introvert. So, anyway. Let's continue be alone. Go to Chihu Rock. Kámen! Yay.
I can smell the fragrance of food in the air. Yes, Chihu Rock is definitely the place to go after a performance.
Are you taking me to insert the restaurant here? So, je velkou kamarádkou s tou... Teď mi vypadlo Zhangling. Mi vypadlo jméno. Je velká kamarádka s Zhangling a Shenyan, tou a.k.a. ta holka modrovláska s tím medvědem a ta rockerka. Tyhle ty 3 holky jsou velký kamarádky. Takže jelikož je to jedna z těch možností, tak I'll take the opportunity to mention it. Are you taking me to a one-man restaurant?
Oh, you're a fan of Chef Mao's cooking too?
I'm a fan of your friend, maybe.
One-man restaurant's blackback perch stew is hot, spicy, and fresh. But it's not kind on the throat, so unfortunately I can't eat much of it.
Tak si objednej něco jinýho.
Also, it's a bit cramped in there. I prefer open-air restaurants. Hey, have you been to Chen the Sharp's place before? His grilled tigerfish is the best around. Third Round Knockout and One-Man Restaurant are both great restaurants. But when it comes to barbecue, this is the place to go. Enjoying some nice food and drink, sitting by the hot coals in the cool breeze. Let's go.
Okay, cool breeze happening right now. Se všem těmi lístky, který tady prostě flow, jo. Tenhle ten týpek.
Tigerfish! Grilled tigerfish, hot off the grill! Oh, hey there. Is this a Miss Yoon which I see before me? It's been a while. What'll it be? The usual?
Yes, please. I'm out with my friend today. Let's start with a plate of stir-fried meat and a handful of skewers, and of course some grilled tigerfish. 2, please. One with just a hint of chili, and the other one,
Influencuje tohleto něco? You know what? Kdybych zase měl, jako, když nevím, co bych udělal já, extra chili, please.
But your grilled tigerfish will be ready soon. Do you want any drinks with that?
You serve drinks here?
Yeah, I don't advertise it though, because it's just something I'm experimenting around with for fun. Miss Yun likes a drink with her barbecue, so I ended up getting her to try them out for me. So would you two like some tea, or?
Anything new?
Well, I managed to scrounge some milk from Dongcheng next door. A merchant from Mondtstadu told me a while back that there's this popular drink doing the rounds there called milk tea. I tried my hand at making it too, but the response has been kind of lukewarm. Still way off being ready to add to my menu.
Tea with milk? Sorry, milk tea? It might not be the best thing for my throat, but if I'm just having a little taste, I mean, I think it should be fine. Oh, but what about you? Anything you want to drink?
Milk tea, milk tea. Just, you know what? I like milk, I like tea, I also like milk tea, but only in special occasions, and this is a special occasion. You know what? Let's try it. Give it up.
Okay, let's get yours in first. And then I'll have one of each, if that's all right. I'd like to try them all.
Okie dokie. And here's your tigerfish, fresh off the grill.
Come on, let's enjoy it while it's still hot. Piping hot barbecue and a nice cool drink is the best sensation.
Yay. You have some barbecue with Yunjin. Yay.
That was great. Shame about these drinks, though. I only had a little sip of each one, so there's a lot left over.
Smíchat, 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 smíchat.
Well, I mean, I could just drink them, but they're a little bland for me. Nothing that special.
Jenom menší slight pauza, protože jak můžete slyšet některých mých videí, tak moje židle je trošku rozvrzák, teď jdu vrznout, protože si jdu opřít. Tak excusable noise. Tak, there we go. To je takový, hangouty jsou takový komfortní a takový více vyrelaxovaný než side story questy nebo archon questy, takže se hodím do komfu.
I guess he must have toned down the flavors to make them palatable for a wider range of customers. We could just add some flavor back in? In fact, do you know the hot pot game?
No way.
Let's play the hot pot game with the leftover drinks.
Ne. Jak jsi se dostal do kontaktu s Tomou? How?
I'll add some extra ingredients based on my tastes, then you try to guess what I added. Sound good? Don't worry. After mixing in the new ingredients, I'll also drink half, so I won't add any weird stuff.
Are you sure? Aspoň, že jsi jako Toma, ten by tam dali snad svoje boty.
We don't need to worry about every last detail.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'll go grab some ingredients from the shop next door. Once you've psyched yourself up, come and join me.
Zzz. Done.
Okay, get ready. Oh, and no peeking.
I'm not gonna look.
It's ready.
Já budu
Let me
čest.
try it first.
Lumina je čestná, to se nekouká.
Pretty good. Your turn.
I didn't get a good look. Do I savor it or knock it back? Podle jejího voice actovaného glog, to znělo jako kdyby to knoknula. Prostě kdyby prostě exnula celý ten hrníček čaje. Což nevím. You know what? Just in case it's something gross, knock it back. It's gooey and hard to swallow, but there's something more fun with viscosity. How did you drink this with a straight face?
Huh? Oh, just regular facial expression control. Besides, it's nothing that unusual. I think it tastes okay, doesn't it?
Am I just used to eating weird stuff now? It actually tastes pretty good. Hmm?
So did you work out what ingredients I added?
Sedm. Hmm. Slime condensate tam je. Teď je tam mint nebo Genshin? Dvakrát mint, dvakrát jam. Tady je single sugar, tady je single Genshin. Vzhledem k tomu, co by tam mohli prodávat, tak mint jam and slime condensate, maybe?
You guessed them all correctly.
Holy
You
shit.
have a well-developed palate.
Damn!
We can try some more combinations next time.
Mám šťastný díl. Uhádnul jsem ptactvo úplně totálně na prostě ace. Prostě jsem totálně acenul ten kvíz ohledně těch ptáků, aniž bych se díval. A teď jsem acenul tohleto, aniž bych měl ponětí, what the fuck is going on.
I wonder what kind of new flavors I could create with some more traditional teas, like pine nectar or snow blossom. I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Never thought this is what you would be like off stage. The real you and the characters you play are nothing alike.
Huh. Well, people do often say that getting deep into a character is about identifying the part of you that is similar to them and bringing that into the performance. So in that sense, I can't say it's incorrect to conflate an actor and the characters they play on some level. But there are many more sides of me than the few you see on stage. So ultimately, yes, I am not the same person on stage as I am off stage. Sometimes, when I get letters from people, I can tell from the way they write that they see me as someone cold and aloof. I can write back, but I have to be very careful about what I say. Likewise, when I get invited along to banquets and so on, I have to make sure to keep myself calm and composed the whole night.
That's a shame. Your offstage personality is definitely the cuter one.
I bought you one drink, okay? That's not a license for you to start saying weird stuff like that.
Wow, you're so cute. Such a
Well,
cutie.
Never mind. You seemed like you were being sincere. I'll let it go. All I was trying to say is that everyone has many different sides to their personality. And if you get fixated on just one of those, there's so much you'll never discover about a person.
I heard it all.
I mean, if we hadn't had the chance to hang out and chat like this tonight, there are things about you I might never have gotten to see. Like the mighty and distinguished traveler, diligently reviewing my hot pot drinks.
And I would have assumed you were serious all the time. I would assume you were a stuffy thespian type. As if you were serious all the time.
Me? Serious? On stage, I guess. But off stage, just think of me as another one of your friends. Just one who happens to have a flair for the dramatic. So, friend, what shall we do next? Something to remember today by?
Let's get a photo.
Get a photo? You mean capture this happy moment for posterity so we can look back on it later?
Yes. Jako to, co dělám právě teďkon. Ze stejných důvodů.
Sounds good. Let's have the food stall in the background. Now how should I pose?
Do the cute one.
Welcome to Second Life. Satisfaction guaranteed.
The camera just been adjusted to correct angle. Co je F1? Bojím se to zmáčknout. Tady Rego. What? Yay.
It looks good. I hope whenever you look at this photo in the future, it will remind you of the good time we had today.
So, does this mean goodbye?
Hold on. How is one photo going to be enough? We'll both need one if we want something to remember each other by.
Yeah, you have a point.
You take this one, and I'll take another photo of you. But could you find another location for us? I'm thinking somewhere around Feiyun Slope with a good view. I'll join you in a moment. I have something to prepare here first.
Okay. Go look for a suitable spot. Got it.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
I wasn't waiting long.
The view here is great. The lights, the buildings, it's the ideal spot. I can see you chose it carefully. Yes, this angle is perfect. Okay, strike a pose and close your eyes.
Close my eyes? For a photo?
Yes, please. Quickly now.
Quickly now? You see a creaking sound. Standing and put a landing on the ground. Ona si vzala stativ, aby mohla se vyfotit se mnou. These are lights, so you just voice it right by your ear.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes.
Yep. Oh, to je tak cute. Brought together by common interests. A photo together for memory's sake. No, ještě na ní skočila takhle ze zadu. Jo, tohleto. Your offstage persona is definitely the cuter one. Your onstage persona is more striking. That's an unavoidable fact.
You think so? So you prefer the way I am on stage too? It's fair enough. After all, every detail of my onstage presence, from the songs to the costumes and makeup, is carefully crafted for maximum appeal. And I've worked hard to try and cultivate an image that appeals to everyone, regardless of age or gender. But if I can't lighten up and joke around, even with my closest friends when I'm off stage, that's a real bummer. Never mind. Talking about this is just going to kill the mood. Tonight was about me showing my gratitude to you. So, did you have a good time? Like something to remember the evening by? A souvenir, perhaps? Anything you can think of?
Oh, to mě totálně zabíjí uvnitř. Protože já moc dobře vím, kdybych byl v té situaci, kdy se prostě kdybych se v mým myslovým paláci tam vsunul do té situace, tak ta poslední věc, kterou bych jí otravoval, je věc, kterou jí otravujou fanoušci denodenně. Jako třeba například podpis, ty vole. Prostě potkáte slavnou osobnost a jediná věc, co vás napadne, je prostě se zeptat o podpis. Ani prostě s nima povídat jako s lidma, prostě hi, how are you? Jak se máte? Inspiroval jste mě vlastně za ty věci, které by ostatní nemuseli zmínit? Could you sign my fucking photo?
Okay, here you go.
Wow, you had one priority? That's so fast.
Well, people ask me for autographs all the time. Usually what they want is a signed picture of me on stage. Apparently that makes it more valuable. Yunning suggested that I keep a bunch of them on hand at all times to make things easier.
Ah, yes! That one is a picture from the Divine Damsel of Devastation. I have one just like it on my wall at home.
Hey, are you guys talking about Miss Yu?
Oh my god.
I have one in the store too.
Well,
Everyone has
what
one,
do you
huh?
think? Is this souvenir valuable enough for you?
Oh my god. This is what it like pissed off. A souvenir without sentiment is of little worth. The thing really worth remembering is perhaps not some autographed picture. Kiss from the steam bird. Pojď na něco jiného. To bylo tak smutný, to mi zlomilo srdce skoro, ty vole. Ale jako musel jsem, Yunjin, já musel. Já jsem neměl na výběr. Já musel prostě i tu nejdebilnější věc vybrat. Jo, první část přeskočíme.
Animated.
Yes, yeah.
Bird.
Oh, I see. Then it's no wonder.
Hey!
Actually...
You know what? Make the most of it. Might as well talk to them now.
But what about our plans?
Let's take a rain check on that.
Really? Okay, sure.
Yeah. Rain check.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Yoon.
Great! Thank you both kindly. Let's find a quiet place and get this interview underway.
You should get on quite well.
Oh, I see. So that's why you added the silk dance in this scene.
Yes, exactly. Doing it this way not only allows for more physicality in my movement, it also means I can make better use of the stage and transition into the scene more quickly.
Ah, okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So wouldn't it make sense to contrast this with the Dongtong Apasionado section that comes directly afterward by making the latter a little more sophisticated?
I think I know which section you're talking about.
Ah, sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula, isn't it? My suggestion would completely break the format.
No, it's okay. It's an interesting idea for sure. I'll give it some thought. Thanks for the suggestion.
Really? Wow, I'm so...
This conversation was way beyond my purview.
Shuryun? Maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers would like to know about.
Oh, okay. I was also going to ask for your opinion on the set and the costume.
Yes, well, I'm sure Miss Yun has countless pearls of wisdom she could share on her chosen craft, but, not all of our readers are quite so, artistically literate, shall we say. A lot of them really just want to know more about you. You know, what does Yunjin do when she is off stage?
Pretend she's on stage.
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you. What kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy, that whole side of things. A day in the life.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my life isn't really any more interesting than anyone else's.
Wrong answer. Špatná odpověď.
Nonsense. Of course it is. Just think how many people were at your show earlier. They come from all over just to show their support. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently. She's been looking for a chance to give you a jade hairpin as a gift.
Oh, it's against the rules of the opera troupe to accept private gifts from patrons. Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses? I must get Yunning to look into it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Just something she said. Forget it. So, I saw Gentry Maltsai and the Snezhnayan gentleman come down from upstairs. Are they patrons of your shows, too? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnayan and Fatui?
Oh, Eugene bude muset komentovat tuhletu diplomatickou bombu. To je správný výraz, kterým bych to vyjádřil. Eugene, jaký máš názor na tohoto diplomatickou minu?
I'm sorry. Sorry, this is my first interview, and my notes are becoming a total mess. I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little. Otherwise, I'll never be able to work all this into an article. Mr. Boyi, maybe you should take a look too.
Don't be ridiculous! Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes? What are you talking about?
The people leave.
Oh,
Are you sure you want to continue?
I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like these. The last time it happened, Yunning stopped the interview for me. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like "Dramatic Exit, Yunjin storms out of interview," and "Miss La-di-da opera star is too good for our questions."
Damn.
Yeah. So from then on, Yunning said all interview requests have to go through her. I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate on my actions off stage too.
I saw a lot of the audience on the way over here.
Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd? I cherish them as members of my audience too, but there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance in a single viewing. How did Shuryun end up working with an editor like that guy? Something feels wrong there. Ugh. They could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. But could you go look into it for me?
No problem.
If you find out anything, come straight back here and let me know.
Talk to the journalist.
How can you be so cruel to Miss Yoon?
Shh, keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot. We'll both be in hot water if Yunjin finds out. What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear? I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here.
Zase
How many
zastoupím.
journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss Yoon has put her heart and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
Me? You're the one making everything up.
Well, you sure seemed pretty happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract you signed. Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
I...
Oh, that is enough.
Are you ready to stop whining now? Do you have any idea how rare an opportunity like this is for a small-time paper like ours? Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive. We'd have enough to cover your salary for 2 lifetimes.
But what about us pretending to be from the Steam Bird? Aren't you worried she'll find out?
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little white lie? Besides, what have you got to be afraid of? As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue, I'll probably have to thank her for keeping it current for me.
This is horrible. I will not let you treat Miss Yoon like this.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now I'm a national superstar. Give me a break. No one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the readers what they want. That's how this business works. Case in point, that blonde gal seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yunjin. There's definitely a story there, even if there isn't.
Ugh, that's enough. I'm reporting you to the Millilith.
Report me? What for? Libel?
Identity theft? Good luck with that. I haven't written anything. Where's your proof?
Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel.
I...
You'd better tread carefully, Missy. First, you neglect your own duties, and now you're trying to get in the way of mine? You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you sabotage this interview, I will make sure you lose everything you have.
Why? Oh, why did I sign that contract?
This ends now. I should say then check in with Engine.
Well, think very carefully about what you're going to do. This is a rare opportunity. Now, I need to think how to phrase these interview questions.
You... Hey, wait!
Yep. Já jsem kaluž vody. Jenže, to by se nevěřila.
Anything out?
To bys nevěřila ty hovadiny, co jsem slyšel. Oh boy. Everything.
I see. I knew there was something fishy about that editor-in-chief. But this is a bigger plot twist than I expected.
Should we report it to the fucking military?
Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. There's nothing in print yet. The Millilith wouldn't be able to do anything even if we got them involved. Besides, if we rush to report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about.
It can't be the first time they've done this either.
You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices and printing presses. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace. And you've got no chance of catching them. I'm actually more concerned about another detail you told me. Would you be willing to do me another favor? I want to send a letter to that journalist.
Yay, leave it to me.
Great. Thank you.
Jin drafts a letter in the blink of an eye.
The editor should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal with him. I'll have to rely on you to deliver the letter. If everything goes well, we should be able to get some breathing room for a while. Thanks for your help. I'll try to keep him occupied and buy us more time.
Yay. Okay. I'll tag you in here so I can go back. Oh, whoops.
I've had it with you. Do you think contracts are just bits of paper? If we weren't on a tight deadline, you'd better believe I'd fire you right here on the spot. You will stay here and reflect on your actions if you know what's good for you. Sorry, but I'm not babysitting you anymore today.
Oh, what am I going to do?
You show up once the editor-in-chief is sufficiently far away.
You're the one who was with Miss Yun earlier.
Yeah, Yunjin heard everything you were going through and she wrote this letter for you.
Oh, really? Miss Yun wrote me a letter? Oh, I'll read it right away. Wow. Really? I can't believe this.
Could you share with the class?
Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the amount of my salary. You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding. So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the whistle on him. I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without a second thought. I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too?
She is quite amazing.
If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems.
Can you provide me more evidence?
Well, Mr. Boyi says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their work location is. Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence.
What a calculating, conniving guy.
But the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough to get the Millilith looking into it. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him right now.
Confront Miss Yun. Okay. That's what I got from the blue lines. Yep.
Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless you had any more questions?
Well, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? Otherwise, I'll think of something I didn't ask later, and by then, it'll be too late. So, hey, where's that, friend of yours who was here earlier? You guys seemed, pretty close. Not intentionally avoiding the interview, surely?
I'm right here if you're asking.
You're finally back. This poor gentleman's been waiting for you.
You're with Shiryun? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Shiryun, don't forget the contract you signed.
Funny, that's just what we came to discuss.
The traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign? It isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous, it's all there, clear as day. Don't you think I did my research?
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself. She doesn't get how this all works. My apologies.
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. It's all so intricate and complicated that it's very difficult to take it all in. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Liyue Pavilion when suddenly the Qixing announced a new interpretation. So I'm just curious. How can you be completely sure that you didn't miss anything when you were researching this?
I'm pretty sure I read everything relevant.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable and exploitative. I could report you to the Millilith for extortion.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring this interview to a close here.
Don't listen to her! I run a legitimate business. Everything we do is above board.
Oh, I have no doubt about that at all, sir. But this reminds me of a case I read about not long ago. Once you get reported and the Millilith starts scrutinizing your business, well, not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, but everything down to your fire safety policy will come under their magnifying glass as well. So if you don't get back now and start preparing for their arrival, well, I mean, I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time if there's any aspect of your business you want to double-check from a legal standpoint.
You? I won't forget this!
Hey, where do you think you're...
He leaves in a panic.
Miss Yun, why did you stop me?
Right, you just go and let him go?
Right, and the contract I have is enough to get him arrested, isn't...
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea.
Wow, what a bluff.
All that was just an act, aimed at getting him to show us the way.
An act? Show us the way to what? Eugene, the Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his headquarters. I really hope they teach these tabloids a lesson they won't forget. It'd sure make my life a lot easier.
I see.
Yes. I had Yunning report to the Millilith while you were delivering the letter for me. The penalty terms in Shiryun's contract are too severe. Even if they don't violate the law, I'm sure he must be taking advantage of some loopholes. Anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. So all I had to do was put on a little show, starring the editor-in-chief of the Steambird. And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence.
Wow, can't believe you even kept us in the dark.
Well, acting has to be authentic to be believable.
Their little publication will go out of business in no time. Good riddance, I say. I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their antics too. Hey, here's a thought. Maybe we could get him to rat on some of his rival publications. Ah, I only just realized what this means. I'm going to be out of a job, aren't I?
Well, would you still be interested in submitting an article to the Steambird? But the real one this time?
Well, yes, of course. But would they really accept an article from me?
Yunning, when can we arrange the next interview for?
Oh, so now you're asking me. 2 days from now, morning. Work for you?
Okay. Shuryun, let's continue our discussion about tonight's play 2 days from now.
Does this mean I get to do a full feature interview with you? Okay. I think I know what I want to write about. Thank you, Miss Yun.
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of inspiration for both of us.
Aw. Yay! It's so cute. Startující žurnalistka a velká faninka Yunjin prostě eager to help. To je tak cute. And few friends you shall find. It is far easier to earn a million more than find someone who knows your heart. This ends now. Jako, co udělám? Rozsekám ho svým mečem? Jako, mečem se každý problém nevyřeší, ale once again, I don't have a choice. I'm so sorry, Shiyun and Yunjin.
Who's there?
You're fucking tomfooleries now.
What do you want? I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid or I'll spread a lovely little story about you and Yunjin throughout all of Liyue.
Wait a second. I was so focused on Miss Yun.
Huh? What are you talking?
She's the traveler. You know, the one who even the Chi Sing will listen to.
What the? What have I gotten myself into? No need to get all worked up here. What we meant was
Stop playing dirty.
Yes, quite right. You are quite right. I'm disappearing into thin air as we speak. Just my luck.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea it was going to turn out like this.
Don't worry, I know. It's not your fault.
But I'm so ashamed. I don't know how I could face Miss Yun now. So please pass on my apologies to her.
Yunjin mě seřve, že jsme to mohli vyřešit, kdybych to s ní konzultoval, ale já jsem to vyřešil jenom hodně krátkodobě. I'm sorry. Já musel. She asked me to apologize on her behalf. And also I kinda yelled them down and make them disperse.
Well, it's not unexpected. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Shuryun for longer. She genuinely understands opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
I didn't know you had that in mind.
Yunjin. Did you agree to another interview without notifying me?
She didn't say anything to give cause for concern. Plus, I don't think they're coming back.
These tabloid types are total scumbags, all of them. Who knows what innocent detail he might end up turning into the next big scandal. Sure, nothing might have come of it today, but who knows where it'll go tomorrow. Short of catching them all in their lair in one fell swoop, who knows when this is going to end?
I'm sorry.
Well, wallowing isn't gonna solve anything. Come on, go tell everyone in the troupe to be extra cautious during this time. Gee, oh Lord, bless us. Spare us any more offstage drama.
No. Je odtáhnutá pryč. I'm sorry, Yunjin. A shame that the road is rocky. It looks like Yunjin will be busy for a while. Oh. To by byl ten ending. Suspicious trailing, pak prostě straight up. A nebo... Alerting the quarry. You pointed boy's lies to his face, but is this really the best choice? Jo, to by bylo... Jo, takhle to je, když je řeknu no more lie, nebo stop playing dirty, a tohle to je no more lies. A tady v tom alerting the quarry to je tak jako v podstatě, když jako ho kolnu na to, že lže a řeknu mu ty lži, tak jako je v ohrožení nějakým reálným? Jako ne. A skončilo to stejně. Hey, all the hangouts complete. A tímto končí naše cesta napříč Liyue Harborem s Yunjin. Kromě toho jednoho času, kdy nás učila drama. Genshin, perfektní opera teacher. I have all these things. Plus a signature jídlo.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
No, to bude pro dnešek všechno. Yunjin. Je to dobrá postava, jedna z mých oblíbenějších. Samozřejmě jako žádný top listy bych tady nerozhazoval, ale když to vezmeme na půlka versus půlka, tak Yunjin je definitivně v té oblíbenější půlce. A mám ji rád z různých směrů. Yes. Mám ji rád z různých směrů, jako třeba prostě vizuálně, osobnostně, prostě tej, jak říkala, flair for the dramatics je hodně fajn. A je to něco, co nějaká jiná postava moc nemá, takže je unikátní hodně. Takže trávit čas s ní je o to víc special. A jak jsem si to užil, jako když se nad tím zamyslíte, tak Yunjin, drama, theater group, jako what are you gonna expect? Ne, you've done it now. No, jako když se nad tím zamýšlím teďkon, tak z hangoutového hlediska prostě strávit den s Yunjin, tak jak by ona pravděpodobně trávila den a co by se stalo v jejich dnech průměrně, tak to je celkem logický. Takže to je asi tak čekaný, no. Je to pořád dobrý, je to velmi očekávaný a žádný překvapení se neděly. Nebylo to nějak nabitý ničím, ale je to takový, dal bych tomu známku tak 7,5. Dal bych tomu tak 7,5 z 10. Když vezmu nějaký ty horší od postav, které mě třeba nezajímaly, jak jsem se cítil potom, a nějaký ty, kde byly hodně nabitý hangouty, což byly topovky, které mě prostě dali čelist až na zem, tak tohle to je takových 7,5. Je to nadprůměrný, rozhodně jsem se to užil, ale nebylo to nejvíc jako jaw-dropping adventures, nebo prostě jaw-dropping prostě konverzace. Asi to bylo tak nějak, co jsem zhruba tak čekal. Takže asi tak. A teďko nám zbývá jenom jediná věc. A to... Wish! Pull! A část toho důvodu, proč teďkon tenhle ten díl se děje, kdy se děje, je proto, že ten minulý banner skončil. Jak jsem říkal v minulém a předminulém díle, tak ten minulý banner byl totálně trash. Nic se mi na něm nelíbilo, nechtěl jsem na něm plýtvat nic. Ale teď tenhle ten banner je o hodně víc nabitější. Bejdou, kterou už mám snad namaxovanou, takže ale I'll take it. Kolej, která by díky těm konstacím mohla vykouknout ze stínu jejího mistra. A tahle ta nová lady, která color paletou připomíná hodně Yanfei, kterou mám hodně rád. Takže she looks cool. She's new. A osobnost nevím, takže to ještě nemůžu komentovat. Ale je z Fontaine, takže čím víc Fontaine charakterů, tím líp. A to je nějaká Furina, Endless Solo Solitude, Chanson of Many Waters. A tady máme Baiju, Returning Again, Beyond Mortality, Immaculate Pulse. A jak vidím podle tohohle, což je vždycky nápověda proti 5 stary, tak Baiju je Dendro Spellcaster, stejně jako ta Nahida. Zajímavý. A tahleta, jak se jmenuje, Furina, je Sword User? OK. Jako zbraně nebudu polovat, to jako nejsem šílený. Mám dost vyšpulu připravenost, 70 tady, 50 tady. Takže rozhodně jsem hromadil a střádal resursy. Nebylo to tak, že jsem prostě přestal hrát a nestřádal nic. Rozhodně resursy jsou nastřádaný o to víc, právě díky tomu, že jsem si dal pauzu. Takže příští pár dílů může být properly nabito. A jdeme na to. Jeden temple, když bude to dost trash, tak dám druhý. Jak to co bývá a jdeme na to. Pulling for the new character that seems nice enough. Jestli dostanu Bejdo nebo zbraň, tak... Yep, tady je Bejdo. Jako bych to zrovna neřekl. No, pravidla charakter banneru. Já dostanu Diu. Are you serious? What the fuck? Já dostanu Diu po druhý, si děláte srandu. Well, I'll take it. Well, mám konstelaci pro Diu, což je čest, kterou moc 5-starových charakterů nemá. Off the top of my head můžu vyjmenovat Jin, Monu a Diluka. Tyhle ty tři můžu vyjmenovat, co jsem rolnul více než jednou. Což jsem si vzpomněl, jak jsem jednou rolnul Jin a Diluka na jeden závan. Well, teď jsem ale confused, protože jsem dostal 5-star z banneru, který má jako starring charakter tu osobu z Fontaine, ale dostal jsem stejně Diu. Jakože what? To mě jako hodně zanechává, jakože what the fuck is happening? Podívám, rovnou čekneme ty konstelace. Hlavně Bejdou. Poslední. Bane of Evil. During the duration of Stormbreaker, což je podle mě ta ultina, kde má v podstatě elektro věc kolem sebe, takže roznáší elektro, když se někoho dotkne. The electro resistance of surrounding opponents is decreased. Takže ty její elektro ability dostanou takový v podstatě damage boost při té ultině. Beidou je 100% a Dia dostane konstelaci dokonce. Constellation Manticora. The Flame Incandescent. Dia's max HP is increased by 20%. What? Ona dostane o 20% víc max HP, protože reasons. And she deals bonus damage based on her max HP on using the Molten for and Leonine Bite. Damage will be increased by blah blah blah. Damage increased by this percentile tady. Takže při používání jejich skillů dostanou ty skill útoky bonusový damage a dostane ještě víc hápek prostě. What the jako nevím, jestli dostanu po třetí, ale udělám ten look na to další stejně. Yeah, uses the raging flame. Duration of the received fire is increased by 6 seconds. To je příliš dlouhý. A navíc jaký jsou šance, že dostanu Diu po třetí? Jako mám ji jako lehce nalevelenou, ale není to úplně ta nejvnadnější postava, co se týče gameplay obtíží. Jako vibuju jako když se objeví v příběhu a prostě ji ocením tam. Ale co se týče gameplaye, souhlasím s názorem lidí, který jsem zaznamenal, že Dia je na podobně chabým levelu jako Čiči, která je taky relativně useless. Takže jo. A proto asi možná některý ví, kam tím směřuju. A to bych se odvolal na svůj ruling, když budu zklamaný a nebo nebudu satisfied z toho prvního vyšpulu, tak se může stát druhý, ale maximálně druhý. A na tohleto pravidlo se odvolávám. Taky rovnou tady rozeslal. Tady je Bennett a Lisa. Lisu bych je bral za tohleto. V příštím díle možná, je to docela jediný, takže mám čas. Tady se rovnou můžu vzít tyhle 4 další. Když jsem na dobrý cestě prostě zdobnovit zpátky. A druhý ten půl. Kolej, nebo ta nová. Jsem byl zaslepen Beidou a Diou, že jsem si vůbec neuvědomil, že tam je nová 4starová postava, na kterou mám velkou šanci, kterou můžu pulnout, sakra. Má asi tak 30% šanci nebo kolik, což není jako super velký množství, ale možná, já ani nevím její jméno. Další Beido. Cool. Well, nothing's gonna happen over here. Yep. Another Beido. A to je podtrženo sečteno pro dnešek. S touhletou bombou se s vámi loučím, děkuji, že jste se dívali a pokud půjdete spát, tak dobrou noc.